Okay guys, I'm going to tell you some stories. Cake, child, it was the mice. Fat pig, hungry butcher, not hungry. Flowers picked, flowers given, something grown. Welcome back. As you can tell, this video is about 6-word stories and how to write them. Not only are 6-word stories great for storytelling themselves, but they highlight the power of inference, as instead of telling the reader what's happening, they're inferring and basically writing the story themselves, becoming more engaged as they go. 6-word stories also highlight the power of just a few words, with the ability to evoke emotion at mere suggestion. So to begin writing our 6-word stories, we first have to differentiate between a 6-word sentence and a story. In a 6-word story, an action must be inferred. In a 6-word sentence, there is very little inference. Take, "The girl is getting married today," and change it to a white dress, an emotional father, and a situation beyond the words written is assumed. And on to step 2 is structuring your 6-word story. This can be difficult as there are only 6 words, but perhaps the easiest way and the best way to start is by dividing a story into groups of 2 words, separated by a comma, with each section representing the opening, middle, and end of the story. Here are some examples. Another way to structure your story is by using presentation itself. I'm not talking about drawing little pictures or diagrams, but rather presenting your writing in a form in which the reader has seen before, like a book title, a gravestone, or a newspaper article. Again, the following are some examples. The final structure we're going to talk about with our 6-word stories is phrasing the story in a form of a question or an answer, a phrase that someone is saying to someone else. This can be very powerful, but also very difficult, because the saying needs to be familiar enough to the reader that they understand what's happening, but at the same time has to be original. It's often easiest if you incorporate both a question and an answer. Finally, step 3 is the selection of genre. Now, of course, 6-word stories can span any genre, but it's perhaps easier to start with light-hearted topics that aren't as emotionally complicated. Here is a list of some that are happy and light-hearted to some sadder and more dark. Six-word stories, and more specifically the power of inference, can be incorporated into any longer piece of writing, adding interest to each and every sentence. Alrighty guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Leave your own 6-word stories in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.